Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Love your enemies. Nothing pisses them off more. Hatred has become too heavy for me to carry. The battles, the conflicts, the reactions, the negativity has finally reached a tipping point. I've always tried to be above it, or thought that I was above it. In theory, I think that I am. But just as we think that we are right in whatever conflict we find ourselves in, there's always some nuance. There's variables. It's never black and white. And as I reflect, it seems that it actually doesn't matter whether we're right or not. It has very little to do with the final outcome and how you're treated and what happens to you. It almost seems that it doesn't matter what's right. Even in court case, a lot of what a lawyer does is paints a narrative about someone. So a decision can be made by a court based on the story they're told, the jury is told. Regardless of evidence, right? You can use evidence, but the truth is the truth, we like to think. But it's more complicated than that. It's more about how we react to things. Two wrongs don't make a right. Right? Let's say, for example, there's a group of people who maliciously conspire to spread fabrications and lies about us, and it's relentless. It never stops. They'll try their best. They'll go to the end of the world to destroy someone. Of course, this is like confusing. It's hurtful because it's wrong. We think like, what? Did I miss something here? How can these people hate me so much? How can they hate us so much? What did I do to deserve this? The hurt turns into anger, and anger fuels us to respond because we feel justified. We're outraged and we want them to be punished for lying, for causing us harm, for being a bad person. How can people be so cruel and not even ashamed about it? You know, just never take any responsibility for being an awful person. How can you be so untruthful and disregard another person's existence? Just walk all over them, try to say anything because I don't know, you're jealous of them. We want to punish these people, right? For the targeting, for the lying. But we have to understand that people don't think as deeply as us. Most people jump into the herd mentality. They don't question things. They go with the flow as a form of social preservation. In fact, this is precisely how the Nazi Party was formed and became so influential. If there's enough pressure and collaboration, people don't question things. They just do as they're told. They go with the flow because it seems like the right thing to do. People want to seem good. It's called virtue signaling. We see it all the time. In reality, The thing that they're signaling or the team that they're on could be totally wrong, harmful, even downright evil, but it doesn't matter in that box. History happens in the blink of an eye. Reality, atrocities happen. Acts of incredible injustice, intolerance happen because people do not have the capacity to self-reflect or the backbone to stand up for what is right. People will sacrifice a human being because of cowardice. Another thing that I want to point out is that negativity, unfortunately, brings people together. It bonds people. You will notice people suddenly becoming friendly with each other because they have a new common target for their hatred. They may not like each other, but their hate is so strong that it's socially binding. Once their perceived target is gone or destroyed, they're not satisfied. They will find a new one and a new one, and the cycle will continue. It's the same thing. It's just like racism and homophobia and xenophobia. It's a projection, but it's never satisfied. It's just a scapegoat. So let's get back to the original point and tie it all together. And that is about reaction, action. Our reactions or our actions are the evidence, a witness for our own morality. If we respond to hatred with hatred, we're not above it. In fact, if toxicity is able to reach us or drag us down, it's a reflection of our own weakness, our own internal weakness, our inability to cope or rise above it. Toxic people sense this and they're all in on it together. One of my best friends has a Christian background and he explained it like this. He said, "This phenomenon is the devil itself." In other words, these people are behaving devilishly. They live in hell, and they're all conspiring to drag others through its depths, the depths of hell. They have nothing else to do but to think about and plan and find ways to drag you into their living rooms so they can burn you alive. They know your weaknesses. This is the mark of Satan. But here's the positive part. And I know some of you listening right now are devilish. You follow my channel. You watch my videos. Why? Because you are in every definition of the word obsessed. You are obsessed with me. You are looking for weaknesses. You watch me so you can see me fall. You conspire with other people because you can't beat me. You can't beat me on your own. You can't stand on your own. You couldn't imagine standing on your own like me. You love my style. You are desperate for my attention. And the fabricated stories that you tell inside of boxes don't make you victorious. The point of this video is that ultimately our actions are our only true belongings. Sometimes silence is the loudest thing we can say, and sometimes non-action is the most powerful of actions. The art to continuously remain calm no matter what. To be zen in the face of chaos and turmoil. It's a test. In fact, every Zen master must pass this test with flying colors. The devils envy peace. They hate it. They can't stand it. They are jealous. They hate the Zen master. But we shouldn't be upset with them, because without them, we wouldn't have such a wonderful practice ground. Things would be too easy. Life would be too good. That's why I believe in achieving Zen 100% within society. Our enemies deserve our gratitude because they show us the way, just like the saints and our teachers and the prophets do. We should thank them. So if you're my enemy and you're listening, and I know some of you do, thank you very much. I am nowhere near a Zen master. My enemies rely on my reactions. They see my weaknesses clearly because their hearts are impure. It's like this. Imagine a cup of water, clear cup of water. It's very easy to dirty the cup of water. It's easy for these people to attack, just as easy as it is to stain and dirty this cup of water is as easy for these people to attack an innocent heart because they know where it hurts. This is the art of Satan. Oscar Wilde once said, "Love your enemies. Nothing pisses them off more." But I say, love your enemies. Nothing liberates you more. Thanks you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.